All right, good morning. So today's date is March 10th, 2018. I just did the Run O' the Mill. It's a St. Patrick's themed race in Clinton, New Jersey. I'll just give a good race review. I've run this race for 3 years. It's a quick 5K that runs through town. There's kind of, so you start at like the community center and then run down into Clinton, hang a left down some side street, and then you have this little downhill, take a right at the post office, run through Clinton, and you see, like, I guess you can see the bridge, maybe see part of the mill, but and then you just hang back, go back up, and the main part of the race, like kind of like the heart of the race, is running along the reservoir, and it's really windy there. I mean, make no mistake, this isn't a spring race. This is a winter race. Every time that I've run here, it was 40 degrees. First time I ran in 2016, it was 20 degrees last year, and it was about 29 degrees at the start of the race. So it's a cold race. Don't be looking for PRs. You know, I guess it's like to kind of kick off your spring training, if anything, just to kind of get you started. But I've enjoyed it. It has good organization. One minor hiccup this year, I'll make mention of that. But if you want a good 5K, then this is the race to do it. All right, with that done, I'll do a personal race review for myself. So I've run this for 3 years. So I signed up today. Wasn't sure if I was going to run it or not. Man, my mind's a jumble right now. So, all right, woke up at like 6:30, got up at like 6:45, got my uniform together. I tried to have a breakfast consisting of apples, but they didn't taste too good, so I just threw them out. So I kind of had water, I guess you could say. That was my breakfast. But got to the race. I didn't do a warm-up. I'm a bit out of shape because of a previous injury. So I was just thinking, all right, maybe just break 19, or I think that would be pretty good. Good race for me. But yeah, race started out. I kind of felt it out. I mean, Sam Lading, Big Lay, was here. He was injured, so I was gonna be ahead of him, so I guess that was a confidence boost, if anything. A couple guys went out ahead, including a female, so I settled into 5th place. So the first mile goes by, and so things are, I'm just kind of sitting there, and I'm going a bit fast. My first mile was 5:37, and I was like, okay, it's gonna be a tough last 2 miles. And after the first mile, I got passed by these 2 people. I think it was a girl and a guy. There was one girl already ahead of me. So I just kind of settled in, and I said, okay, don't make the same mistake you did last year. Last year, when you're going around the reservoir, the wind picks up. It was windy last year, it was windy this year, and it whips you. I mean, it sucked last year because I had short sleeves and I didn't have I wore a long sleeve to not make that mistake. So if you want a good race strategy, if you want to beat somebody like that and with the wind, hang behind them and let them, grind through it. So yeah, I caught up eventually going through this part. A guy and another person, I caught up to them. Excuse me. I caught up to him, and I hung on the kid's shoulder for a little bit, and then I passed him. And when you pass people, you gotta demoralize them a little bit. So I, went as fast as I possibly could to pass this kid. Yeah, I went through the second mile at like 6:13. I wasn't concerned about pace at all. I just didn't even look at my watch. It was like kind of far out of my mind. Yeah, they had a clock there, said 12 minutes, so I was like, okay, so like 6-minute pace, that's fine. You're doing okay. So then we do the loop around, and there's one girl ahead of me, and I caught up to her, this big, like Ronda Rousey kind of looking girl. So I caught up to her, I passed her, and I passed her real fast to kind of demoralize her. And then the one hiccup of, oh shucks, dang it, I hate when that happens. Oh my That's the thing. When you lay it against the dashboard, it doesn't. All right, I think that's good. Okay, don't fall. Don't fall. All right. The one hiccup of the race was when you're doing the reservoir, you turn onto the service road. There's a second entrance, which is the exit to go back. I've run this course. It's the same course that they run for the summer race, the duck race, and I know that's where the turn is. You don't go back the way you came in. But after I passed this girl, and after we went over this patch of ice where there was this race organizer, like right there, I saw the person ahead of me continue to go straight. Now, I wanted to turn left. It's just like when Turkey Trot got mixed up. I know this isn't right, but you're in race mode, and it's just like, what do you do? I turned left to go down it, and then instead what happened was I was like, where's anybody telling me this is the turn? And then I said, just screw it, just follow the kid, because I checked my watch, it said 2.84. I was like, maybe they mixed it up. We started at the same spot. I don't know why I think that, but you're not, all your brain cells are not really firing because you're in race mode. But it was just a mix up, and so I was like, okay, just continue to follow the guys. So the two people that I passed, the two guys, they were ahead of me now, and the girl got ahead of me. I would have beaten her. I would have gotten fourth overall, but it was just crap. I gotta catch up to these two guys first. So I had to turn it on again, and I passed them again. I had to run through the snow because it was like, all right, you gotta catch up to these guys. And I did catch up to them. I didn't pass the girl. I thought I did, and it wasn't until after the race that I realized, oh, I got fifth, not fourth. So I guess that's a disappointment. I'd rather get fourth than fifth. I mean, it's just one spot. It's not that big a deal. Yeah, overall, I think what are my times? Sorry. Hold on. History. I'm checking the road. I'm not looking. Oh, wait, that's my alarm. Okay, now I gotta check. History, activities, today. Yeah, so he was 3.27, so it was a little longer. The guy who won the race he knew the course, so he didn't make the mistake. Guy in second place was too far back, so he thought to continue to go straight. So I always like having one guy telling you what to do, or if you got dummy lines, even better. 5:38 first mile, 6:13, 5:59, and then minute 25. So I think converted wise, I would have ran like what is that? Like I would have just gotten like 18:30 for the 5K, and I'm real happy about that. That's pretty good considering where my my season's at and where my strength's at. Yeah, minor hiccup. I got third male overall. So I enjoy the race. It's a good kind of winter race because it's cold and you never know what the kind of weather it's going to be. It sucks that it snowed a foot. I mean, it was 58 degrees a couple weeks ago. But yeah, I say it's just one hiccup. It's a small mistake, but overall, this is a good 5K. It's a good cause. It's good for the North Hunterdon High School. I enjoy it. But yeah, one hiccup, but it happens. Mistakes happen. It was a small mistake. Plus, if you're running middle of the pack, nothing too. I don't think you'll get lost. I don't think that'll be too big a problem. Any other anecdotes? Oh yeah, this is my last race in Hunterdon County before I leave for the Navy in 3 weeks. So I'm glad I went out on my own terms. I'm glad I actually woke up. I was kind of sleeping in bed thinking, do I want to get up and run this? And it's like, yes, go do it. So I did it. I'm glad I did it. I'm happy. But yeah, I guess that's it. Run the mill. Check it out. Good winter race. That's it. Peace. I guess. Goodbye.